be like?
I can't sit. You know, you were talking about something before about social anxiety. I grew up in a bar. You know, I do stand-up for a living, the whole thing. I tell you what I cannot do, and that's go out anymore.
You mean like go out at night and party, or what are you talking about?
No, those days are long gone.
But that's not because you're married with children?
No, just something about when I'm around a lot of people, I get uncomfortable. Like the ship finally sailed this year when I had to go to a Showtime. I did a show for Showtime, and I went to the party. I took my wife on a date. I said, let's make it a date. And we both looked at each other after 3 minutes. I have been, the last couple of years, I have gotten more and more, not antisocial. I don't have social anxiety. Just when I see a lot of people, I got to go. If you've noticed, I stopped going to the UFCs.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
I've cut them down because it just got too much. It was too much for me. And I feel bad. Last week, a kid contacted me, and they want to do a party for Scott Cunningham.
Oh, okay.
You know, Scott Cunningham was one of the guys that did the page for us on Facebook, and then they overthrew him, a bunch of people, so now there's a war. Scott Cunningham is the nicest guy in the world.
Right.
So this guy said, why don't we, you know, have a party for Scott Cunningham? And I go, number one, you can't set, I live day to day, Buffer. I live day to day. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, Buffer.
I live
What
day
happens
by
if
day,
somebody calls you Tuesday and says you're doing a movie for 3 months? All that planning we did was not, I live day to day, guy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing Friday. I know I'll be busy, but I have no fucking idea.
I'll say one thing, though. I told you to call me for this show on a certain day, and boom, when you say you're going to do something,
Oh,
you
no,
do it. You
this
call
is
me
my
that day.
business. This is my business. This is what I
exactly.
do. I don't like to bother people, nothing, but I have a set schedule, and
you.
this is what you have to do. And I don't know what it is I had to tell this kid. I go, listen, I appreciate what you're doing. When the time is right, I'm going to fly Scott Cunningham out here and put him on the show. When I know that I have a month off, that I'm not going to go anywhere.
Right.
But until that time, he goes, why don't we just get together and party? And I go, you obviously don't know me. You obviously don't go to the Comedy Store on Tuesdays. I have 2 spots on Tuesdays.
Right.
So I have that little window. If you want to talk to me, that's your window.
Yeah, come there.
Because I go right from the stage straight to the car.
You know, I can understand this because I think, personally, I think people say, what is it like getting older? And I think the biggest benefit to getting older is the knowledge that we keep absorbing and getting more knowledgeable about things. But also the other thing about getting older is we get much more particular. I mean, speaking for myself in particular, whether it's, you know, picking someone to date or a business venture, whatever, I've been through so many as you have, as all of us had. Like, Lee, how old are you?
30.
Okay. The only difference between you and me is 31 years of life experience, right? Otherwise, I don't consider myself any different. I just got 31 years of experience, whatever I chose to experience in that 31 years. But we become more particular. You see the mistakes. Hopefully, you see the mistakes before they happen.
Well, you see them move before it even evolves.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill Hicks used to have a great joke. Marijuana doesn't make you lazy. It just makes you realize that what you're going to do ain't worth doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go smoke this joint, go see that fucking boss one more time.
That's a good one.
That's a great joke because it's very true.
My brother, he was a police officer for roughly 25 years, right? He had a good line, too. He said, I never broke up a fight at a bar because 2 guys just got done smoking a joint. Never. Never broke up a fight between 2 guys who just smoked a joint.
No.
You know?
But it's so weird how I just, I get high, I'll go out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got to do comedy. I'm having a good time. Once I see more than 8 people, my fucking heart stops. When I give blood, I got to give blood with the window's got to be. I got to see a window.
I better hope I never get that way, Joey, or I'll never be able to step in the octagon. And do my work.
God! Oh my! I fainted at 2. I fainted at a.
You fainted?
I fainted at a fight night at the Palm.
Really?
Yeah. This had to be 15 years ago. When they were still doing the little UFC tough nights.
At the Pearl Palm.
At the Pearl Palm, whatever the fuck that was. I fainted. I had Ralphie May over here, and I had a chick over here with the biggest face.
Ralphie didn't pick you up, I'm sure about that.
No.
Yeah.
I had the biggest. I fainted on Ralphie. I had 2 options. I had
Cushion.
Ralphie, and I had a chick over here with gigantic fake tits.
Soft spots on either way.
With the fucking the doctor who gave her the tits. Hilarious. So what happened was somebody got hit really bad.
Right.
And when they wiped him, they threw the towel. Mm-hmm. And the towel landed. I saw the towel hit the thing and blood come out of it.
You got blood anxiety?
Oh my God! I fainted
Seriously?
right there at the UFC fight. Next
What
thing
happens when they got to take your blood at the doctors? What do you do?
I put an iPod on, and I look the other way, and they give me a special nurse.
Really?
She takes my blood out with baby needles.
Really?
I go to acupuncture to overcome the needle fear.
I love acupuncture.
I go to acupuncture every other week to overcome the needle fear.
Interesting.
I don't go to acupuncture high.
No, actually, you get a good acupuncture. You're high after the acupuncture.
You get high after acupuncture. I don't go to acupuncture high because if the needle goes in the wrong way, I'll faint.
Interesting.
Faint. So I don't do nothing when it comes to blood and all that stuff.
Joey, I know you're a tough son of a bitch from the early days. Were you like this when you got in a fight as a kid? Blood comes out?
It's not you. You could bleed to death.
It's you. It's your blood.
It's me.
Gotcha.
It's the smallest, and I don't know when it's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
I could cut my thumb open and nothing happened, and then one day I could be in the shower.
Shaving.
And just a little thing.
And that'll get you?
I got to get out of the shower and lay on the floor naked, wet.
Wow.
You never know when it's going to hit.
If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?